For the final act of this pre-show countdown, we're going to be joined by a Titan who just might sound familiar to you. You may recognize him as a Baltimore City police lieutenant or maybe even the hotel concierge of the criminal underworld, but to millions of Guardians, Lance Reddick is the voice of Commander Zavala, leader of the city defenses, and our Titan Vanguard. It is awesome to have you here with us today.
It's pretty awesome to be here.
So I want to talk to you about the character that you bring to life. When you approach the mic and you are Zavala, what influences your performance?
Well, I mean, wow, that's actually not that simple a question because in some ways it's a very technical process of doing voice acting for a video game. But to me, aside from actually doing Shakespeare, it's probably the most Shakespearean role I've ever played. He's very regal, he's very stoic, but at the same time, there's so much weight to everything he does, and so more than anything else that I do, I rely on the director. So the director and I interact a lot when I'm working on this game.
So a Guardian is a hero, but Zavala is our leader. Like you were talking about Shakespearean heroes, Shakespearean kings. Is that where your mind goes when you're Zavala?
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's so funny because sometimes I'll make Shakespearean references when I'm joking, like when we were doing when I was doing the voice for the trailer. Yeah. For this new iteration. I made a comment about, oh, this is a Henry V, this is the St. Christmas Day speech. Or yesterday, there was something about him being somber. I was doing a session yesterday, and I said, oh, this is the Hamlet version. So, yeah.
It's great that you're able to fall back on your experiences as an actor, your studies in the classics. We've heard a little bit more from Zavala in the reveal for Destiny 2. We're going to hear a little bit more from Zavala today. Can't wait for our community to see that.
I can't wait to see it myself.
But without spoiling anything, talk to me about what it's been like working on Destiny 2 outside of Destiny 1. How has the character changed, and how has your work on the project changed?
Well, I mean, in Destiny 2, in Destiny 1, he was basically just in the tower, so he was more kind of giving directions. So there was a lot of exposition. There was a lot of being kind of the general in the comm. In Destiny 2, he's actually in the fight. Obviously, I can't give any spoilers about why that's happening, but yeah, he and yeah, they're all in the fight now.
It's difficult to keep secrets. It's difficult to talk about something we're excited about without telling people exactly what it is. I feel your pain, but in a matter of moments, I think they're going to know exactly what you're talking about. Zavala is part of the struggle. You're part of the action a little bit more this time, yeah?
Yeah. So there's my character's. There's a lot more. He's fighting.
Fighting for his very survival.
Yeah, fighting for the survival of humanity, fighting for the survival of all the Guardians. Yeah.
So this is something that you understand. It's never fair when you're talking to an actor to ask them if they play the games that they work on, but I have a little bit of inside information here. You play Destiny.
Yeah, I play Destiny a lot, actually. Almost, I'm embarrassed to say this, almost every day, yeah.
So when you play Destiny, what class do you play as?
Well, I'd say 75% of the time I play Warlock, 25% of the time I play Titan.
As you should, right? So when you're playing as a Titan, is it because of an emotional connection to the character, or do you just like punching stuff?
I like throwing those hammers, and I like the fist when he comes down with the, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, have you ever played a raid?
Only once.
And who led the way when you were on that raid?
You should know, because it was you.
I got to play a raid with Commander Zavala. It was actually one of my favorite moments in Destiny, deep in the Vault of Glass, playing with a Titan that spoke with Zavala's voice. So I want to thank you for that. We should do it again sometime.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I wonder if there are any people in our community who would like to lead you on another raid.
I hope so.
All right. Well,
but I'm going to call you first.
Okay. Well, I'll put together a really good fire team for us.
Great.
So we are moments away from learning what Zavala has to say about this next game. And before we do that, we're going to take a look one more time at the original reveal trailer for Destiny 2. But if fans of the game want to hear more from you, if they want to see more of your work, where else can they find you?
Well, I'm on a series on Amazon called Bosch. The third season just dropped about a month ago. I'm in a new series on Comedy Central. We don't have an air date yet, but we finished shooting the first season. It's called Corporate. We just finished shooting the first season in February. So that'll They'll start to air in the next 6 months or so. And then I've got a film that called The Domestics. It's kind of a post-apocalyptic action thriller that's coming out sometime later this year.
Genre that you might know something about, huh?
Although the role I play, I'm interestingly enough, I get to do a lot more action than I usually get to do. So I'm really looking forward to that film coming out. Yeah.
Well, if you just don't get enough of Lance Reddick and Destiny, those are the other places where you might be able to find him. But right now, we're going to see Zavala as we rally the troops.